Welcome to Flash CS6 Tutorial 12, Level 4, Game Over. It's a follow-up to the Tutorial 11, which was Level 3, Time Limit, and that's what I have opened on my computer. Now we want to be able to, if the time's out during Level 3, right now, the time drops back to 0. But we got to now make sure that the score goes back to 0 when they do this level 3 over. We're going to start by inserting a frame here. Insert a blank keyframe on these frame names. Open up the Properties panel and make sure frame is selected there and type in 0 score L3. 0 score L3. That's what we're going to do. Go up to frame 50 and insert a keyframe. Select this frame right here on this layer 5. Insert a blank keyframe. Pick up your text tool. Doesn't matter, I have red selected for my text. Make sure that we have static selected here and not dynamic. And I got my font up to around 50-ish. And I'm going to make a big text box and say RESET reset to LEVEL 3. Reset to level 3. There we go. And you may as well go up to this last frame and insert a keyframe. Carry that up. Select the last frame here of the actions layer, insert a blank keyframe, open the actions panel, and type in this little bit of code. Type. We want the counter, that's the count, L3 to start back at 0, semicolon. And in order to make this work, we want to be able to display this sign, reset to level 3, go to and stop, open bracket, open quotation, level 3, close quotation, close bracket, semicolon, small g, small t, capital A, capital S. And I'm going to go back here and straighten this out, this text here for a minute. I'm just going to pull this there. So my level 3 is there. And because I did that, modified it, I got to modify here. So I'm just going to click on here and drag it over. Good. Let's go back to this frame here for the level 3 on the actions right here, and where I have this level 3 text, unlock that layer, and in here double click on it. I'm now going to put 2 zeros, 0 0. Now all we have to do is get to a point where we're telling it to jump into this frame. So open the library panel, pick up this timer L3, click on this last action layer frame, and I'm getting rid of this, and in its place I'm typing type. Movie clip, capital M, capital C, open bracket parent, close bracket, parent turns blue, period, go to and play, open bracket, quotation, 0 score L3, close quotation, close bracket, semicolon. So with a little bit of luck, gets me through level 1, gets me through level 2, and I'll hit one of the later ones here. I'm down to 4 seconds. I got it. I got 500. Goes to 0. I still can hit things and count the score. And it jumps me back to where I can start over and count score again. This time I'll win by score. Good. Go with that. Let's go back to the main scene, scene 1. I'm on the main timeline, and let's clean some of this stuff up. Click here, drag it down for these, because that would be that stuff there. Click down, drag it, insert a keyframe, and that makes this 25%. lock all the layers, unlock this text, unlock this Rec 3, Rec 2, Rec 1. And if I highlight it, pick up my selection tool, highlight it, and I highlight all them. Now this time when we move it off the stage, we got to move it way up because this is on a tween and it's going to come down to here. So get anywhere on it, crosshairs, take it way up like that, way, way, way up like that. That's good. Now we can come here, drop down for those 4 layers, insert keyframes. And if we look at this, we can just grab these ones because they're already moved out of the way and drag them all the way up so nothing's on my stage there. While we're at it, let's select this text 2, make a new folder, call it level 2, Level2, click them and drag them up in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. Close that. Let's do the same here. Click this one here. Insert a new folder for now and call it level 3. L3. And I'm not going to push them in there yet. Open up level 1 and see it's got to come all the way up here. So select here. Come all the way down here, drag those over to there. And if you look up here, the only thing is this here text, everything's off the screen. And we can close that one off. And eventually we'll put them up in here. All right, that's good. We're working on level 4. It's right here. That's where we want to be. In this line, lock all the layers. Select, if I select this, okay, let's do this. Right click, select this level 3, insert a layer, and notice that it's this new layer is right here. If it's not, make sure there's a layer here. Make sure it didn't go in level 3. So there's 1 layer, insert 2 layers, 3 layers, 4 layers. Call this one try 1, TRI1. Call this try 2, TRI2, TRI3, and this is text, TEXT, L4. Did I not move them up into there? Level 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want them in there because I don't need to see them. And that clears all that up. Just want to open this up. Everything should be up to that point. It is. That's good. So now I'm working with level 4. Come right here, insert keyframe or blank keyframe, and the first thing I want to do is make my 3 triangles. Make my stage 50%, lock all the layers, select try 1 right here, select that first frame, pick up the straight line tool, come over here on the side and make a little triangle. Make a triangle, pick it off, take it off, take it off, and pick up your fill bucket and your fill bucket here and fill it. I find if you don't cross them over, then you don't have a closed loop. Then what I do is pick up my selection tool, click on it, delete it, click on these tails, delete them. If you know how to make a different rectangle, that's up to you. This is how I'm making mine. Copy it, drag it over here. While it's highlighted, modify, convert it to a symbol, make sure it's movie clip, TRI1_MC, copy that name. and paste it in for an instance name. Now double click on it or inside of it, highlight that, it's fuzzy. If I open the properties panel, that's just a shape. So get the crosshairs, right click, copy that, go back to scene 1, lock that, try 1, open try 2, select that first frame of it, paste in place, move it over here somewhere, click just the center of it, oops, just click the center of it, pick up a different color, fill color, or we'll come up here, right click, oops, lock this one, unlock try 3, select this frame, right click, paste in place, drag it somewhere over here, make sure the center is selected only, give it a color. Now, while we have try 3 selected, highlight it, modify it, convert it to a symbol, paste what you copied. Oh, we lost it. Anyway, TRI3_MC, copy that. Paste it in the properties panel. Try 3. Lock try 3, and I think we got try 2 left. Down here, select that one, modify it, convert it to a symbol. You can just paste it in. Make sure it says 2. Copy that. And paste in that for an instance name. Now, since this one's selected, double click on it or inside of it, and go up to the 35 frame mark, insert a keyframe. Go up to 100 and some, insert a keyframe. While it's highlighted, drag it down off the stage somewhere. Don't have to go too far. There, it's good. Click in here, right click, create classic tween. Come here, click, drag in one motion, clear frames. So that one's done. Back to the scene 1. Lock that one, unlock try 3, double click on it. I'm going to go up 50 frames, insert a keyframe, and I'm going to go up another bunch here, insert a keyframe, click it, drag it down below so it's not seen. Oops. Drag it down here. Right click, create classic tween for that one. Go over and clear those frames. Right click, clear frames. Make to the main timeline, and we have number 1 left to do. And I may as well do it with you. Up 40 some frames, insert keyframe. I'll make this one really slow, take it up to 120. Insert a keyframe, drag it down off the stage, classic tween, and clear these frames. So now back to scene 1. If I tested it, I just want to make sure they're falling down and I have no errors at this point in time. Click on this just to get through it here as fast as I can. Frame 3, all I gotta do is hit 2 of them. I'll be through this one. Level 3, 1, 2. I'm on level 4. I'm waiting for them to come down. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I should be able to click those, no problem. I'm back on the main timeline. I'm going right here on my actions layer, insert a blank keyframe, locking all my layers. I'm clicking the actions layer, open the actions panel, and let's click here, go all the way up to the top of the page, right click, copy that. Go up to this new keyframe, open the actions layer, paste it in, and let's check the code first. Stop, counter 3, reset it to 0. Okay, instead of rec 1, it's going to be try 1. T-R-I 1. T-R-I 1. T-R-I 1. This is going to be L4 1, in case we need to troubleshoot it. This is going to be count 4. This is going to be count 4. This is going to be counter 4 L4 text. This is going to be L4 text. And this one's going to be try 1. T-R-I 1. So now let's make this counter text box. If I go back to the timeline, it's this layer right here. Unlock it. Select this frame of this text layer. Pick up your text tool. Open the properties panel. Make sure dynamic text is selected. I want black. And I'm just checking, make sure I still have these embedded. They should be. All right. Right here, making a text box. And I got 19 points. I'm putting 2 zeros in it, 0, 0. And I'm going to just open this actions code for a minute. It is going to be this. Counter L4 underscore TXT. I'm going to copy that. Open the properties panel. Oops. Pick up my selection tool. Select that. Open the properties panel. And paste in that counter L4 underscore text. So I think, I'm going to quick look at that code for a minute, that I have everything covered. Let's just test this. Number 1, control test movie test. I have an error. It's on frame 31, line 5. Conflicts exist with definition L3 in. Okay, so it's 31, line 5. Frame 31, line 5. This should be count 4. Counter 4 right here. There we go. Control. You probably got that. Test movie test. Finish level 1. Finish level 2. All I gotta do is hit 2 of these. 1, 2, 2. I'm in level 4 now. Taking the time coming down. And this is the only one I think I have on the score. Yep. Good. All I gotta do is write the code for those other 2. So open the actions panel and just copy from here to there and make try 1s, try 2s, and then do it again for try 3. And I'll do that and get back to you. I wrote the code for try 2. There it is. And I wrote the code for try 3. There it is. Let's go back to the timeline. Right here after this last frame on the frame names, insert a blank keyframe. Open the properties panel. You win. Oh, make no spaces. You win. Go up to 60, insert a keyframe. This here, we're going to just call it text, T-E-X-T, different text. And select this frame, insert blank keyframe, pick up the text tool, pick up some color text. I got 19 points red. Make sure this time it's static text. And make a big box here. Oops, I gotta unlock that layer. Lock all my layers. Unlock that text layer. Select that frame. You win. Y-O-U. W-I-N. I'm actually going to make that font bigger. Get up around 50 something. There, look, you win. Good. And select this frame, insert keyframe. So when it jumps to this frame, you win. Select this actions for layer 3 again. Open the actions panel. Come down the bottom. We want this code. So grab it from there to there. Copy. Come up to level 4. Open the actions panel. Go down the bottom, very bottom. Couple of enters. Make sure you're not in between anything. Paste that in. Enter L4 here. Call it L4. Call this L4. Count L4. And this is going to go to U-win. Y-O-U, capital W-I-N. And I don't need to trace that because I know it's going to work. And I need 1,000. So I got to draw 500s. Make sure they'll work. I'm going to make it 1,500 here. Control, test movie, test. Through level 1. Through level 2. Any two of these, 1, 2, through level 3. I can hit all or some of these. I'll hit this one, and I'll hit this one. And I'll wait for that green one to come back just to make sure it works, because I know these will work. 1,500, you win. I'm going to do one more. It'll be just an addition to this one. It'll be a you lose. Right now, at the most right now is you get your score removed and you go back to level 3 here. That's what we have. But we got to have some point where at this final one that if you do something wrong, you lose. And this is a very long tutorial. So there will be a follow-up. It'll be flashed CS6 tutorial 13. You lose. Hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learned.